Good evening, good evening, good evening. Tonight we are going to be starting our run of the Riftbreaker. I've had this game for a while and I've played quite a bit of it. I haven't actually finished it, but it is a very, very good I'm not sure how to describe it. It is partially tower defense, but it's also a base builder, resource management. It's also a hack and slash. So yeah, there's quite a bit of things that this game is and what it's trying to be, and for all intended purposes, it actually does all of those things well. Now I will increase the master volume a bit. Not sure if that's gonna be too loud. It should be just fine, actually. Let's put it on 40%. Okay. Well, audio levels are fine, so it should be okay, but of course, you guys can let me know and I can play around with it. Alright. So, I'm actually gonna start a new campaign for this. And we're gonna play on normal. But the normal difficulty provides a fair challenge to players that are new to the Riftbreakers but have some experience playing action strategy games. Oh, those descriptions are never correct. So it's just, let's see, if you do custom, this is what it sets up. So how much enemies damage you, how much resource you get, how much research costs, how much buildings cost. The building time. More importantly, it is this time to prepare for an attack, so how much you get after an attack is coming warning to prepare for it, and the time between attack waves. So these are what and of course items dropped after that. So this is what actual difficulty is handling. And of course, if you don't like the difficulty as it is, then you can of course play around with it. I'm just gonna play on normal because that's usually how the game is meant to be played. And we need to name this campaign. We are going to die. Okay, so that's gonna work. The characters in the game do talk a lot, so I'm gonna try not to talk over them.
Riftbreaker Ashley reporting successful jump procedure.
Roger that. Begin field-based setup.
Houston, I've spotted something near the LZ. It's closing in.
Now the game is released, but it does have some performance issues now and again. When the screen gets cluttered a lot by your buildings and enemies, there are some frame drops, so I'm keeping an eye out for them. But they're mostly because after some point there are so many calculations the game has to put into account that it just drops the frames a bit. It's not actually significant, it's just very... It's I don't know even how to describe it. It's like you see it between the frames that some of them have been lost, but it's really not significant. And personally, I only notice it when somebody else points it out, because I'm not really sensitive to frame rates, because I'm an old gamer, and you know, we used to play with 30 and less, so this is fine.
Rift jump successful. All systems check. Gravitational strength 1.05 G. Atmospheric pressure within safe levels. Magnetic field check. Error. Repeat magnetic field check with stationary equipment. Star system positioning check. Milky Way galaxy. Sycorax belt. Planet Galatea 37. Ashley, we have arrived.
Welcome to Galatea 37, Mr. Riggs. It's so beautiful here. Virtual simulations on Earth were good, but this is amazing. An alien tropical paradise, and we're the first humans to experience it.
I'm not exactly human. You have a few parts missing as well. And the paradise part is also left to be determined. Remember your training, Ashley. We should set up a base as soon as possible.
You could at least pretend to be human. Just a bit. But you're right. There's no going home until we can construct a functioning rift station. Let's start with the basics.
Ashley, construct a headquarters building to secure our presence here. It will allow me to reconstruct my armor is destroyed.
Okay.
We don't have enough carbonium to build an HQ. Let's scout for a deposit and set up our base close to it. We need to move quick. It's probably a matter of time before the natives spot us.
Right, so here's the thing. First of all, combat in this game is awesome. Stop following me. I want to find a spot that has more than just a few resources around, but I also want it to be close to other resources. So, oh, I don't have any more ammo, and I won't have any more ammo until I deal with this. So, I'm looking for carbonium, which is the blue stuff, and there's only one patch of it here. I would like it to be more. There's more uranium, and there is even more uranium, but no carbonium, and there's a slime patch there. So around here would be a good place for a base. I'm just gonna see if I can find a single more carbonium patch. But I'm not going to the puddle. Mud puddles just slow you down, but the other ones will actually damage you. Seriously, there's almost no carbonium here. Wow. That's a very, very bad drop that I got. This whole area has almost no resources on it. I probably should have taken the seed from my previous play, because that one was very rich in resources. Of course, I will be extending my... Yeah, I think the game doesn't want me to go here just yet. Ah, there's some. But it's far away, so I think I won't have a choice about this. So there's some carbonium ore here. Not much. Okay. So the game chose for us, I suppose. At least we won't be short on uranium.
We've gathered enough resources to construct a headquarters building.
Finally. Let's place it close to a carbonium deposit. This will help us speed up resource production.
Okay, I don't want it too
Headquarters
close.
construction is in progress. This is going to be our main base of operations on Galatea 37, our new home.
We have to protect this building at all costs. You will be teleported here whenever I am critically damaged. There is no other backup if this building is destroyed.
That's basic training, Mr. Riggs. Let's focus on the less obvious things.
I am required to remind you of basic protocol, even if we've done this before. We need to expand the base. Let's build a carbonium factory to do the digging for us.
Yes, we've got much more interesting things to do. Let's automate this.
Oh, come on. Lacking resources to do more.
Our base will require huge amounts of power to operate. Right now, we can only construct some basic power plants, wind turbines, and carbonium power plants.
Wind turbines are less effective, but they work around the clock. Carbonium power plants are very effective, but they use up the deposits that they are placed on.
Exactly.
In the beginning, it's best to use a combination of these power sources. We can balance energy peaks and shortages by storing excess energy in energy storages. Also, remember to connect all buildings to the power grid using energy connectors. They connect all buildings within their area of operation, even if power lines are not visible. Ashley, I'm sure that our presence will not go unnoticed. We should build up our base as quickly as possible.
Standard protocol advises to set up walls and sentinel towers around the base. However, I don't expect as much aggression from the native fauna as in the simulations.
So far, it looks like the long-range quantum scans were very accurate. The local fauna and flora appear almost exactly like during training. Follow the protocol, Ashley.
The environment in the simulation was very accurate, that's true. But the scenario was crafted by Riftbreaker Command. They usually focus on the brute force aspect of these missions.
Do you want to run a brute force check if this is a simulation?
You never give up, do you?
Do you?
Okay, Mr. Stubborn. I guess it won't hurt to set up some solid defenses, just in case.
Thank you, Captain Novak.
You're welcome, Mr. Riggs.
Okay, so I have 6 minutes left before I get an attack. Need Aronium as well. Oh. He doesn't tell me which side the attack was gonna come from though. Which is something it will do later. I'm gonna need another AI core or AI hub. They can actually set up enough towers.
Not enough carbonium.
Not enough power, more like it. There's the sunlight, that's gonna increase the power generation for a bit. So that was a meteor, which you can mine, drops, gets more loads. Well, nodes.
Ashley, I strongly advise you to construct an armory. It will allow us to craft new weapons and upgrades, and also manufacture field repair kits, as well as other usable items.
And it will produce more ammunition for your guns. Yes, that is an important building.
Yeah, I'll make it. Need to what? 6? This is not the most effective defense, but I just needed to get the mission sorted. I'll create better defenses later on.
Okay, these sentinel towers should keep us safe, so we can focus on expanding our base further.
Yeah, how much they're gonna help is debatable. They will once I have them set up better, but right now, no. I'm just gonna get more power. There. Knowing my luck, the enemy is probably gonna come from the south or from the west instead of from east, where all of my turrets are. But I still can use because it's less of the things to worry about. Okay, an armory. That needs a lot more stuff than I currently have. Carbonium is gonna be a problem in this run, it seems. I have to find more patches of it, because these will not last long. There's probably more to the west. I have to connect those. I'm gonna be building tons of these until I have better power sources, and even when I have better power sources, you're still gonna be returning to these. Especially because all of your power sources will have their generation of power going up and down constantly. I'm expecting that attack before I go. There is already one seed I can get there. So this is armory. Let's build it here. So we're gonna be expanding south anyway.
I'm detecting a large group of creatures heading towards our position. It looks like our presence is being noticed.
Okay.
Base defenses should be strong enough to hold them back.
That's debatable. Yeah. What did I say? From completely the opposite direction. So they're coming from the south. That's okay. Not like I was going to rely on these anyway. Oh, hold on. What's the...
Base is under attack.
Armory construction finished. We can now use it to craft new items. It will also automatically manufacture ammunition for my weapons. Ashley, are you still skeptical about the local creature's level of aggression?
I'm skeptical about the procedures for prepping this planet for colonization. Humanity lost its love for nature after the Yellowstone eruption. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to preserve this ecosystem.
Earth is barely habitable at this point. We have to secure Galatea 37 for colonization and resource extraction as soon as possible. Excessive care about the local environment is unnecessary.
That's not entirely true. Other rift-breaking missions have already secured a number of resource-rich planets for humanity. We're not on the brink of extinction.
Our goals on this mission are clear, and our survival and security is the top priority. Damage to the ecosystem is inevitable. You wanted to come here yourself, and you knew what has to be done. Are you doubting the mission?
I know what has to be done. That's not the point. Galatea has to be prepared for colonization. I don't doubt that. If I didn't come here myself, then someone else would have. I believe that we can do this in a better way. We have to defend ourselves and secure the necessary resources to set up the Rift Station. But we don't have to destroy all the wildlife we encounter. Humanity doesn't need another stripped-down factory world. If we want to progress as a species, then we should study this planet and learn how to blend with the environment and prepare a safe home for humanity.
You say that after we just massacred a very large population of creatures that just attacked us. Okay.
It looks like we have the base up and running. If you'd like to construct more advanced buildings, you'll have to upgrade the headquarters building. Unfortunately, this process also emits a lot of high-frequency energy waves.
These creatures are clearly drawn to our energy emissions, so it will be like an alarm bell for them. We should strengthen our defenses before upgrading the HQ.
Hold on, I need to disassemble a few buildings. Cell tool. I don't know what's the hotkey for it. But I know I can put one more here. Yes, I can. There we go. Okay. So let's see. We have plenty of uranium, but the only carbonium is over there. And I'm gonna need a whole lot more of it. Means I need to go exploring. But I also just might need to go there and just secure that carbonium over there. Oh well, either way it's fine. Oh, hold on, how do you oh, yeah, that's how you select. Oh, what am I missing? Missing storage capacity, that's what I'm missing. Time to build some storages. Let's start building the storages here. Now I should have ammunition for my gun. Just want to explore a bit more. Well, we have plenty of mud, plenty of water. Oh, big boys. I would like to have better guns before I start messing with them. Yeah. Now I don't have enough power.
Our base is low on power.
Really? I didn't notice. There we go. Okay, That needs 500 carbonium. Decent chunk of ironium as well. Well, I can make an outpost here. I think this gun is good for the big boys. Yep. Okay. So, in order to upgrade the headquarters, we need materials. So, I'm gonna make a little outpost here, and then we're gonna connect to it later.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
I will not. Shut up. I'm gonna encompass this with my own base later, but for now, just need this to run and oh. Hold on, what? Ah. Wrong button there. Okay, I'm kind of missing AI cores at the moment. There we go. What's... Ah, F is cell. Okay. There we go. That should do the trick. This is a very bad thing to do this early, but that's okay. We're gonna expand this base later on. For now, this will do. I'm gonna build more AI cores so I can actually do this. Right. Do I have enough now? Yes, I do.
Headquarters upgrade in progress. This will attract a lot of attention.
We should reinforce our defenses as much as we can. Things are going to get very hot very soon.
So, that attack could actually go up there, which I'm hoping it won't. I'm hoping it's gonna come here, because I can just make a wall here.
Same page about properly securing our base.
We can't save this world if we let it kill us. Hey, Mr. Grumpy?
Why do you insist on calling me names?
I hope you're not offended. Are you?
No, that would be inefficient.
Come on, Riggs. Let's not be so serious. I had to give you a better name than what they called you.
Rift Jump and Exploration Megasuit Mark IV. Griffin variant. What is wrong with that name?
It's inefficient.
Okay, so why am I suddenly dropping so much power when the sun is up?